my right, the man.
Who, me?
That's right.
Not who, me? Yeah, you. Let's welcome for the first time, and finally, right? We've seen this guy a million times at the Super Bowl. Deion Sanders.
You guys got your names on the signs. That means you're doing it right.
You're right. You know it.
You're doing it big.
You know it.
I like it.
Got to be
Prime
You guys
time.
look like brothers a little bit.
He's my Mexican brother.
Yeah.
You guys look good.
Deion Sanders hanging out on the Covino and Rich show. Such a pleasure. You know, we just heard a story about you.
Was it a good one?
Yeah, let's.
Because there's a lot of bull joke.
All right, no, ready?
Right, right.
We're gonna test you. Ready?
I'm gonna test you.
Test
We were
me.
just talking to Warren Sapp, right?
Sap Daddy.
Yep, and he said that he was talking to you one time about, your broadcasting career, because,
True.
I mean, you're one of the best, man. You're one of the
I don't
guys.
know about that.
Yeah, you are. And he said, look, I saw Deion Sanders, and he wrote this on a piece of paper, and I was like, oh, stop playing, and that's why he pursued his career.
That's a true story.
This right here.
Yeah, that pays bills.
Yeah, it does.
Paying the
Yeah.
bills.
Sooner or later, you're so used to everything incoming as an athlete that when you retire, everything is outgoing and you don't have no income. So it pays bills.
Do you remember that story?
Yes,
you remember
I do.
doing that?
Very, very candidly.
Wow, that's great,
I'll
man.
tell you what, Deion Sanders, a proven winner
Yeah.
in the NFL. I'm a Niners fan, so
Yeah.
I will never forget when you came to the Niners,
yeah.
95, January 95. It's been a while.
Wonderful.
Steve Young finally wins one, and they even put you in wide receiver slot a couple times that game, that Super Bowl.
A couple times because I begged them all season long. That was my payoff for being a good kid.
Well, look what they did on this sheet of who's attending this party tonight. They put Deion Sanders Hall of Fame,
Yeah.
and they put running back.
Well, I could do that too.
Yeah, of course you could.
I've lined up there too.
You did though. a
Yeah,
few
I
times,
lined
right?
up there too.
Wow.
Yeah. So chips that you pull from the game. I never could love none that could love me back.
Right.
So the game didn't have emotions.
The game
or
didn't love you.
compassion. Yeah, your
Right.
game was business.
Talked about that with Kurt Warner earlier
Yeah.
about how even guys like us, if we miss, the bus trips for high school or college sports, we
Yeah.
can only imagine the camaraderie you guys miss.
That's it. And you still have these long-standing relationships.
Yeah.
Yeah, not only from pros but from college. You have these relationships that you treasure.
Were you always, even as a kid, just badass and fast? Was the
I
speed
was
always your weapon?
Speed was always, and I'm not going to say it's the weapon. I think the intellect was my weapon.
Yeah?
Just knowing the game, because usually when you have speed, people they're remiss about your knowledge of the game because they think you just happen to be there by your speed.
Yeah.
But to make a play, you had to be there.
Of course.
Now, Deion, do you? I'm going to pat you in the back here because I've always said underrated in the fact that guys like you and Bo Jackson. Do you think people don't realize what it takes to get to the elite
Well,
level
I
of
think
multiple
they-
sports?
I think
of
they
multiple
do.
sports.
They just disallow it these days because everybody's so fixated on doing one thing and
Right.
perfecting one thing. And usually those people that are fixated on that never did that themselves. So you're going to tell a child that, no, you shouldn't play football, baseball, or basketball, or soccer.
Do you think
should
there's a
only
dude that
do
could do it
one
now?
thing. Yes, it's multiple guys could do it now, but they don't give them the opportunity, and those guys don't stick by their beliefs. I have one picture of another athlete that hangs in my weight room at home. And it's Muhammad Ali, and it says, it's inscribed, all I did was stand for what I believed.
And he did.
And he did.
Yeah.
And I love that. I treasure it. I got to call it like I see it. And if that ruffles feather, that's ruffles feather. It's not hate, and a lot of fans think it's hate. It's just your opinion.
Right.
People, you get compensated for my opinion. I got to give it to you straight.
Ever players now give you shit ever for
No,
talking?
because
never,
they know I call it straight. And I have credentials to back it up.
That's true.
And I don't pacify, and I don't play favors. That's why they love me.
Right.
That's why they love me when I spit game on NFL Network, because they know I'm keeping it 100.
Partying at the Madden Bowl. Deion Sanders on the Covino and Rich show. Now, I've always loved your enthusiasm when you played, your celebrations, your
True.
you just had you were just a good showman. Why does the NFL crack down on that shit? I really feel like
Sometimes it goes too far.
a little too far. You think?
Well, the thing that I never believed in is spiking the ball in someone's face or showing someone up. I would high step and dance in the end zone, but I never held the ball back to an opponent after I broke. And just really not tried to belittle my opponent. Dancing is something every athlete or unathletic person does when he makes a touchdown.
Celebrate.
When you're playing street ball, you celebrate.
Yeah.
So I celebrated, when I played.
did
Because
you-
when I
did you-
scored, I wasn't supposed to. You got
Right.
to understand, it was against the odds.
Right.
Did your Deion Sanders dance, that strut, is that
Sure.
something that it just happened one day and you went with it, or is that something you're like, this is going to be my? Because I know what is it? Victor Cruz told us that.
This was going to be it.
Oh, this is going to be it.
my
Okay.
thing.